Nobody thought the Lakers could flip the switch this fast. In Game 1, they looked completely lost, getting blown out by a team that ran circles around them. But just when it seemed like the Wolves had all the answers, the Lakers hit back, and they hit back hard. In a matter of days, they turned a disaster into a defensive masterclass, shutting down one of the most explosive young offenses in the league. How did they pull it off? How did a team that looked cooked suddenly dominate? Let's dive into the gritty details of how the Lakers shut down the Wolves. After giving up 117 points and getting run off the court in Game 1, the Lakers knew something had to change. It wasn't just that they lost, it was how they lost. They were slow in transition, careless on rotations, and looked a step behind all night long. The Wolves weren't just scoring, they were doing whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. The Lakers' coaching staff and players went back to the film, and what they saw wasn't pretty. Lazy contests, missed assignments, and wide-open shooters again and again. The message was simple. If you let this team play fast and free, you're dead. Game 2 wasn't about making huge changes to the system. It was about effort, urgency, pride. Right from the opening tip, the difference was obvious. Lakers sprinted back on defense after every miss. Guards picked up full court, forcing the Wolves' ball handlers to work just to get the ball across half court. Transition lanes that were wide open in Game 1 were suddenly jammed shut. Every pass was a little tougher. Every drive had another body in the way. Minnesota's easy buckets disappeared, and their rhythm vanished with it. By the end of the first quarter, the tone was set. No more free layups, no more rhythm threes. If the Wolves wanted to score, they were going to have to earn every single point. And for a young team that thrives on flow and momentum, that kind of grinded-out game can feel like running into a brick wall. The Lakers had delivered a clear message, and they were just getting started, so I'll pace it perfectly for you. One of the biggest reasons the Wolves exploded in Game 1 was transition offense. Every missed Lakers shot turned into a track meet the other way. Minnesota racked up 25 fast break points without breaking a sweat. But in Game 2, that door was slammed shut. The Lakers didn't just get back, they sprinted, they scrambled, they fought like their season depended on it. And in many ways, it did. Every turnover or missed shot triggered an immediate reaction. Guards hustled back to cut off ball handlers. Bigs ran the floor to protect the rim. Wings matched up early to take away corner threes. Suddenly, the Wolves' easy looks were gone. No more 3-on-2s. No more leak-outs for layups. Instead, Minnesota found themselves walking the ball up the floor, trying to manufacture offense against a set, locked-in defense. The numbers tell the full story. After giving up 25 transition points in the first game, the Lakers allowed just 6 in Game 2. That's not just an improvement, that's domination. 6 points the entire night. The Wolves' biggest strength had been erased from the game, and they looked completely uncomfortable trying to adjust. Instead of quick scores and confidence-building dunk, they faced a slow, grinding half-court battle that sucked the life out of their attack. And when you take away transition, you force young teams to make decisions under pressure. You make them run real offense, read the defense, make tough passes, and hit tough shots. The Wolves weren't ready for that kind of chess match. They wanted chaos. The Lakers gave them a war of patience. It wasn't a flashy adjustment. It didn't show up in a highlight reel, but it broke Minnesota's spirit early, and every possession after that felt like climbing a mountain. You could see it in their body language. The Wolves wanted to run, but the Lakers slammed the brakes every single time. In Game 1, the Wolves feasted on the Lakers' mistakes. Every pump fake was a trap, and the Lakers kept falling for it. Defenders flew past shooters, opened up driving lanes, and gave up easy points over and over again. But Game 2 told a completely different story. This time, the Lakers stayed grounded. They closed out hard, but they stayed under control. No more reckless lunges at the ball. No more jumping at shadows. They forced Minnesota shooters to put the ball on the floor, taking them out of their comfort zone. The impact was immediate. Without easy catch-and-shoot threes, the Wolves' offense stalled. Players hesitated. Possessions dragged deeper into the shot clock. Minnesota couldn't rely on quick trigger threes to bail them out. They had to work, dribble, create, and that's exactly what the Lakers wanted. The Lakers' closeouts were smart, measured, and relentless. They ran shooters off the line, trusted their rotations, and trusted the next man to be there. The numbers, again, exposed just how big this change was. In Game 1, Minnesota shot a ridiculous 66.7% on catch-and-shoot threes, one of the most efficient types of shots in basketball. In Game 2, they attempted less than half as many catch-and-shoot threes, and their percentage plummeted. It wasn't just that they missed more. They didn't even get the looks they wanted. When you take away a team's first option, you make them uncomfortable. When you take away their second option too, you break their rhythm entirely. That's what happened here. Minnesota's offense wasn't just slower, it was confused. They couldn't figure out where the next good shot was coming from. And when you play against a defense that's sharp and disciplined, every possession feels like a battle. The Lakers didn't gamble. They didn't chase. They played honest, smart, tough defense. And for the Wolves, it was like playing in quicksand. Every step they took felt heavier. Every decision got harder. And every miss just gave the Lakers more energy to keep squeezing tighter. We're building serious momentum. It's getting even more suspenseful. How the Lakers shut down the Wolves, staying fully locked into your style. In the first game, the Lakers couldn't resist the urge to overhelp. Every time the Wolves got a touch in the post or drove inside, defenders would collapse, leaving wide-open shooters all over the floor. It was a disaster. But in Game 2, the Lakers trusted their matchups, and it changed everything. No more unnecessary doubles, no more scrambling rotations, just tough, gritty one-on-one defense, with everyone else staying home. When a scorer like Anthony Edwards or Karl Anthony Towns tried to back someone down, the Lakers didn't panic. They didn't rush to send an extra body. They stood their ground and made them work for every inch. Even when a mismatch happened, like Reeves getting switched onto a bigger player, the Lakers stayed disciplined. Help defenders stayed glued to shooters, ready to contest, but refusing to overcommit. The philosophy was simple. If you're going to beat us, you're going to have to beat your man straight up. No freebies, no open looks for your teammates. Minnesota's big guns got their points here and there, sure, but they had to take tough shots all night long. And without the free flow of kick-out threes and easy swing, past the rest of the Wolves' offense just dried up. The Lakers' one-on-one defense wasn't perfect, but it was stubborn, physical, relentless. Every possession turned into a slow grind where the Wolves' stars had to work through bodies, through hands in their face, through bump after bump. And while they hit a few tough shots, because great players always do, the overall effect was suffocating. One of the clearest examples came every time the Wolves tried to post up. The Lakers fronted the entry passes, making it harder just to get the ball inside. And when the catch was made, it was often further from the basket than Minnesota wanted. No clean catches, no easy seals. Everything contested, everything tough. That trust, that refusal to overhelp, became the foundation of the Lakers' entire game plan. And it worked. The Wolves' role players, who had lit up Game 1, went silent. Their top scorers were forced into tough isolation plays over and over. And even when they made shots, it didn't feel like momentum. It felt like survival. Meanwhile, the Lakers kept tightening the screws, possession by possession, until Minnesota looked completely out of answers. By the time the fourth quarter rolled around, it wasn't just about defense anymore. It was about breaking the Wolves' will. Every great playoff team knows that defense isn't just about getting stops, it's about sending a message. And the Lakers delivered that message loud and clear. Every time Minnesota tried to make a run, the Lakers answered with a defensive stand, a strip at the rim, a deflection on a pass, forcing a shot clock violation. The Wolves weren't just missing shots, they were getting smothered. You could see the frustration boiling over. Forced shots, rushed passes, empty possessions. It wasn't just that the Lakers had taken away their easy points, they had taken away their confidence. Anthony Edwards, who had looked unstoppable at times in Game 1, found himself trapped in a maze of bodies. Every drive met resistance. Every crossover was shadowed by two defenders waiting on the help side. Even when he beat his first man, there was always another wall in front of him. Karl Anthony Towns, usually so dangerous from the perimeter, found no daylight. Every pick and pop was contested. Every catch was uncomfortable. The Lakers didn't allow him to be a decision-maker. They turned him into a bystander. And maybe most importantly, the Wolves' role players, the ones who had burned the Lakers with open threes and cuts in Game 1, were completely taken out of the game. No more free catch-and-shoot looks, no more backdoor layups. They were standing in the corners, waiting, hoping, but the ball never came. Minnesota's offense became predictable, stagnant, and easy to contain. The final buzzer didn't just signal the end of the game, it felt like the end of a statement. The Lakers didn't just win. They dismantled the Wolves piece by piece, taking away everything that had made them dangerous. They turned a chaotic, free-scoring team into a frustrated, isolated group searching for answers. And the most terrifying part for Minnesota, the Lakers didn't even need a perfect game to do it. They needed discipline. They needed trust. They needed heart. And once they found those things, they didn't just slow the Wolves down, they shut them down.